you felt pressured by people to buy a crystal because it's going to fix your life? This can happen when a friend, a family member, or someone on social media has had an amazing experience, geologically or energetically, and they want to change the world by insisting that everyone else have the same experience. So with the enthusiasm of others, you decided to give it a go. You walked into the shop, you went buying online, and yet despite all the energetic reasons that people gave you for getting one, you had no interest, maybe none at all. You're not alone. You're not strange. You're not shut down to new experiences. All the things that you might think about yourself or others might say to you when they're frustrated that you're not excited about crystals like they are. And I'm here to tell you, not everyone is meant to work with crystals and rocks. And it may be because there's a religious taboo about crystal healing, but hey, are you going to be held back by that? Or because you're afraid about crystal energy because of a past life experience? Do you even believe in them? The main thing is to not let self-doubt and thinking I'm not good enough and I want to fit in mean that the decision is easier to give in to the pressure and buy one. Purely and simply, it may be that rocks and crystals were never meant to be part of your life. They're not part of what we call the soul's plan. And that's if you believe in that. How do you discover whether you are or aren't meant to? Whether you're being influenced to avoid this experience of crystals because there is a hidden memory, someone else's belief systems, or this disinterest is meant because it's just not meant to be. And so from time to time when I had a shop, I would watch one friend strongly trying to influence the other to buy a crystal, despite clearly that friend feeling very reluctant to. So I learned to ask certain questions, and I discovered this simple one that always seemed to explain why the genuine reluctance. I asked, as a child, or even now, when you walk along the beach, when you walk along the nature track, do you actually ever stop to collect the rocks? Did you ever collect seashells? And if the person said no, then this is a very strong indication that crystals were never meant to be part of this person's life. There wasn't even a geological interest or a decorative interest, because if there'd been any of this type of interest, they would have picked up the rock and put it in their pocket, or argued with mum and dad about why they couldn't take it home. I genuinely believe that the interests of a child are very important to uncover. Your child, yourself. Even if you didn't follow up that interest in your early adulthood, it should be no surprise that it will be re-sparked in some way in the middle years of your life, or maybe now. As children, we are much more connected to what is truly important to us before friends, parents, and others tell us what they think is important for us based on their value systems, not ours. It's in our middle years that we finally realise, why on earth have I been listening to everyone else? And we start to follow our own sense of what's right for us. So if you were interested in rocks and seashells as a child, maybe it is your time to start re-exploring this. And if you're interested in undoing blocks around buying the crystal, let me know in the comments. I can always create a video. If you weren't interested in it as a child and you want to be able to explain this to your friends and family, well, now you know. You can resist their pressure to buy. However, you still might be someone who's still going, I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. Then I'd suggest to buy a crystal that at least matches some other interest. Maybe you are interested in animals, so consider buying an animal in crystal form as your way to start seeing if crystals are your thing. If you like spheres, how about spheres? If you like massage, buy one that's in the massage shape. Something that at the end of the day, when it's now confirmed that it's not your thing, you can continue to enjoy the piece, but hey, it's a crystal. You can always gift it on. Namaste.